Hello everybody. In today's video, let us discuss about modern physics. Some practice bits which come across in your competitive exams. Now, just some few bits I am covering in this video. The first bit is, as usual, you know that they will give 4 options. In that, one option will be the correct one. So the first question, who discovered electron? So electron is discovered by J.J. Thomson in 1895. By the discovery of this electron itself only, a new branch of physics called as electronics has developed. Right? Now, based on these electronics, on this electron only, electronics, a new branch of physics is developed. Radio, TV, computer electronic instruments. In these particular electronic instruments, electrons do wonders. Right? Now, flow of electrons in wire, we call it as current. Electron charge, it is negative charge. Current flowing for short period, we call it as pulse. Telephone is invented by Graham Bell in 1897. Wireless system is discovered by Marconi in 1901. Okay. Now let us move for the next question. Radio, discovered by Marconi, a wireless system, works on electromagnetic waves. Television is discovered by J.L. Bird. Now, on which principle TV works means? Television works on the principle of photoelectric effect. Do you know what is photoelectric effect? Photoelectric effect means, if we take any metal, if sun rays or light is incident on that metal, then electrons are emitted from that metal. That emission of electrons due to photons incident on them or on a metal, we call it as photoelectric effect. So television works on the principle of photoelectric effect. Similarly, cinema and cine projector works on the principle of persistence of vision. Do you know what is persistence of vision? Persistence of vision means any image of any object formed on our retina will retain on the retina for 1/16 seconds on our retina. Up to how much time that image will stay or retain? That is for 1/16 seconds. So this we call it as persistence of vision. Right? As usual, we all know that all gases are bad conductors of electricity. Then can we convert these gases into conductors? Answer is yes. Gases can become conductor. Actually, gases are bad conductors of electricity. But we can convert gases into conductors. How? By using discharge tubes. We send the gases into discharge tube, and at very low pressure, remember this, at very low pressures and high electric potentials, the gases can become conductors. At very low pressures and high electric potentials, gases can become conductors. Right? Now let us move for the next bit. Cathode rays. Right? So cathode rays, how they are produced? So cathode rays are produced when pressure inside the discharge tube is 0.01 mm of mercury. This is important question. How cathode rays are produced? When pressure inside the discharge tube is 0.01 mm of Hg. Right? Now next, velocity of such cathode rays is 1/10 velocity of light. That is nothing but 0.1 c. C is nothing but velocity of light. 1/10 velocity of light. Next, mass of cathode rays. Mass of cathode rays is 1/1840 times the mass of hydrogen atom. Okay. Let us move for next bit related to X-rays. X-rays are discovered by Röntgen in 1895. Okay. X-rays are nothing but electromagnetic waves. Such X-rays are used in medicine, industries, scientific research, crime investigation. Okay. Now, let us move to the topic atom. The smallest unit of element which is indivisible, we call it as atom. So, as you all know, atom consists of electron, proton, neutron. Right? Atom consists of electron, proton, neutron. Proton and neutrons will be at central portion of atom. This proton and neutron, we call them as nucleons. So now the central portion of atom, we call it as nucleus. What is the central portion of atom? Where the proton and neutrons lie, we call it as nucleus. So electrons revolve around this nucleus. Right? The number of protons present in an atom, we call it as atomic number. Number of protons plus number of neutrons, we call it as atomic mass number or simply mass number. So how we will write mass number? A equal to Z plus N. In such a way we will write mass number. Now there will be another word, mass defect. Mass defect means the difference between sum of individual masses of constituents in nucleus and mass of nucleus. Or in other words, we can also say that the difference in the experimental mass of the nucleus and the real mass the measured mass of the nucleus and real mass of the nucleus. Every time the measured mass will be different from the real mass. So that difference only we call it as mass defect. Now next, principle of mass energy equivalence, that is E equal to mc square. This is called as principle of mass energy equivalence. Next, so 1 million electron volt, he will give some options. So 1 million electron volt means if you want to convert into joules, it is equal to 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 13 joules. The important bit. 1 atomic mass unit, that is equal to 931.5 million electron volt. 931.5 million electron volt. This is also an important bit. Now next, the atomic model. Let us move to the atomic models. The atomic model in which the positive charge of atom is distributed uniformly over the entire body of atom in such a way. Positive charge is distributed uniformly and in between negative charges are there. That we call it as Thomson's atomic model. This Thomson's atomic model is compared with watermelon structure. How watermelon will be? If we cut the watermelon, we will find the reddish part and the seeds in black color. So J.J. Thomson compared that reddish part as protons and the seeds as electrons. How the seeds are embedded in watermelon? In such a way, the protons, the electrons are embedded in between the protons. That we call it as J.J. Thomson atomic model. Now, similarly, the atomic model which explains the spectral line of hydrogen and the stability of atom. It explains, one is the spectral lines and stability of atom. That atomic model we call it as Bohr's atomic model. So Bohr's atomic model explains about the spectral lines of hydrogen atom as well as stability of the atom. Right? Now next, one is the another atomic model, Lennard's atomic model. So according to him, atom consists of similar particles called as positive and negative charges. And second point, he said that atom has lot of empty space in it. So he will give these two answers, and the option C as, this is option A, Lennard's atomic model. He will give option A, atom consists of similar particles of negative positive charges. Option B, atom has lot of empty space. Option C, both. Option D, none. So you have to keep option C because these both are related to Lennard's atomic model. Now what is alpha particle? Alpha particle means doubly ionized helium atom, He++. Doubly ionized helium atom, we call it as alpha particles. Then, who discovered nucleus? While Rutherford was doing the experiment of alpha particle scattering, so he discovered the nucleus. Who discovered neutron? Chadwick discovered neutron. Now these are regular questions. Who discovered nucleus? Rutherford. Who discovered electron? J.J. Thomson. And now next, who discovered neutron? Chadwick. And the charge of proton will be positive charge. Charge of electron will be negative charge. Neutron will not have any charge, it is neutral, chargeless. Now next, if he asks the question in such a way, potassium 1920, 19 is the atomic number, 40 is the mass number. Now he is asking to find the number of neutrons. How we will find the number of neutrons? We know mass number means nothing but proton number plus neutron number. So he is asking to find the neutron number, so you will write A minus Z. That is 40 minus 19, 21. So 21 neutrons are present in potassium. Alright. Now next, 1 kg mass is equal to, this is also an important question, 9 into 10 to the power of 6 joules. 1 joule means 1.11 into 10 to the power of minus 17 kg. Right. Next, alpha particles, which particles have highest ionization power means alpha particle. Which particles have highest penetrating power means beta particles. See, ionization power will be more for alpha particles because their mass is more. Beta particles is having highest penetrating power because their mass will be very less compared to the alpha particles. Now next, gamma rays means nothing but electromagnetic radiations. Gamma rays means nothing but electromagnetic radiations. Now even he will ask, he will give the particular atom or molecule having same mass number means we have to keep the option isobars. Same number of atomic number, same atomic number means we call them as isotopes, such as hydrogen, deuterium. Atomic number is same, mass number is changing but atomic number is same, that we call it as isotope. If the atom has same neutron number, we call it as isotons. Right. Now next, let us move for some bits related to radioactivity. So spontaneous disintegration of nucleus, heavy nucleus, we call it as natural radioactivity. Okay. So Henry Becquerel discovered this radioactivity. Who discovered radioactivity? Henry Becquerel discovered this radioactivity. After that, Madame Curie with her husband, they both did experiments on radium. Henry Becquerel did the experiments on ore of uranium, pitchblende, and he discovered this radioactivity. So according to Henry Becquerel, this pitchblende, the ore of uranium, has the property to emit alpha beta particles from it. Due to that emission of alpha beta particles, this nucleus will lose its stability, means one nucleus will convert into new nucleus. So now after that, Madame Curie with her husband Pierre Curie, they did experiments on radium and they said that radium emits alpha beta particles. So that alpha beta gamma radiations coming out from these heavy nucleuses whose atomic number is greater than 82. 82 is lead. 82 atomic number. Lead has atomic number 82 and lead is most stable element. Now above 82, from 83, these all are heavy elements and these elements are having the property of radioactivity. That is, they emit alpha beta gamma radiations. Right. So now if a nucleus emit a alpha particle, then we say that that nucleus has undergone alpha decay. So alpha particle means what I said, doubly ionized helium atom. Nothing but helium atom comes out from the nucleus. So XZA, Z is atomic number, A is mass number. This we call it as mother nuclei. Right? Now with the emission of alpha particle, the atomic number reduces by 2, mass number reduces by 4, and this nucleus has converted into new nucleus Y, Z minus 2, A minus 4, and this nucleus we call it as daughter nucleus. We call it as daughter nucleus. Similarly, if a beta particle comes out, we call that nucleus has undergone beta decay. Do you know what are beta particles? Beta particles are nothing but fast moving electrons coming out from the nucleus. These are totally different from the general electrons. These are the electrons coming out from the nucleus. The fast moving electrons coming out from the nucleus, we call it as beta particle. The charge will be -1 only. Okay. So now XZA, the mother nucleus or parent nuclei, converts into daughter nuclei. So here, due to emission of beta particle, beta -10, atomic number increases by 1, mass number remains same. Mass of beta particle is negligible and it is having -1 charge or negative charge. So atomic number increases by 1 and mass number remains same. Now these alpha beta particles are deflected by electric as well as magnetic field, but gamma particle does not deflect by electric or magnetic fields. Right? Now next, the formula for decay constant is 0.693 by T. Now beta particle, either it is represented by beta -10 or E -10. This is also important questions. Deuterium formula is 1H2. Artificial transmutation is discovered by Rutherford. Now carbon dating, I think everyone has listened about carbon dating. Carbon dating is used to determine age of fossils. Right? Carbon dating is used to determine age of fossils. Okay, these are important questions you have to remember. Internal flaws in cast material are detected by radiocobalt. So this is also important. Internal flaws in cast material are detected by a radiocobalt. Next, functioning of thyroid gland. Thyroid gland is done by I50 through 131. The functioning of thyroid gland is detected by iodine 53-131. Radioisotope used to kill cancer cells. This is most important. Radioisotope used to kill cancer cells is cobalt 2760. Cobalt 2760. Radioisotope used to detect clot in blood in human body. When we get injuries, blood will be clotted in our body. So where the either injuries or due to some medical issues, blood will be clotted in our body. So which radioisotope will detect that clots in blood means sodium 1124. Atomic number is 11, 24 is mass number. Sodium isotope Na1124. Now next, best fertilizer given to the soil is radiophosphorus. What is the best fertilizer given to the soil is radiophosphorus. Next, how we will determine age of fossils? How we will determine age of fossils? Age of fossils is determined by the ratio of C614 to C612. By using this ratio, most important question bit, C614 to C612. By this ratio we determine the age of fossil. Right? Now next, let us move for fission process. Fission process, it is discovered by Otto Hahn with his co-workers Strassmann. Okay. Now next, what is fission process means? When U-92-235 uranium is bombarded with slow moving neutrons, then an unstable compound nucleus is formed, and this uranium breaks into two constituent components, barium 56-141, krypton 36-92, and 3 neutrons are produced in the process with the emission of enormous amount of energy. Now such fission process is uncontrolled. So we say it as uncontrolled chain reaction, and this uncontrolled chain reaction is utilized in formation of a nuclear bomb. Next, we can control this fission process. So if we control this fission process, that controlled chain reaction is used to generate nuclear electricity, that is nuclear generators. Right? Now average energy, this is also important, average energy released per fission is in uranium 92-235 is 200 million electron volt, 92 atomic number, 235 mass number. Now nuclear reaction, important question, that takes place in stars is nuclear fusion process. Right? Do you know what is fusion process? Nuclear fusion means when two protons are brought closer to each other, then they fuse with each other, and while that process they release some enormous amount of energy. So in sun, stars, we will see this nuclear fusion process, and fusion process is employed in preparing hydrogen bombs. So atomic bombs are prepared by fission process. Important question, atomic bomb are prepared by fission process or nuclear bomb, and hydrogen bomb is prepared by this fusion process. Thank you for watching my video. If you like my video, like it, share it, subscribe it. Thank you.